Nintendo vs. Capcom. Boom! Instantly answered the question in the title right at the beginning of the video. Hello once again, nerds and nerdettes of the Nintendo universe. Nerdieo here back, and today I want to talk about the idea of Nintendo vs. Capcom. I feel like this is pretty much an expected series, with even the CEO of Capcom wanting this freaking game to happen. Nintendo, wake up already! Come on! Make Nintendo vs. Capcom, please! Okay, so if you guys don't know, I really like the vs. Capcom series. I really love it. Played Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I love Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But sadly, I don't have a copy. But I ordered one. And real recently, I've been getting more into vs. Capcom. I really like the scene. I've been getting more into the scene. A lot of people would say it's too late. But Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is not going to happen, so you can't complain. I know that's a little bit of shots fired, but let's face it, it's not going to happen. And don't get too bummed when I say that, because even my game's probably not going to happen. Nintendo vs. Capcom is probably not going to happen. But I would love for it to happen. I would love it. It's seriously needed at this point. Because we've already got Capcom vs. superheroes. We already got Capcom vs. anime. Put them against other video game characters already. And what other better characters than the Nintendo characters? So we've already seen Capcom and Nintendo clash in Super Smash Bros. With Ryu and I was about to say Ryu and Capcom. Ryu and Mega Man fighting in Super Smash Bros. But I feel like those characters don't do enough. I feel like we need a full cast with characters like Frank West. We need Beautiful Joe. We need Morgan from Darkstalkers. We need Dante and Virgil from Devil May Cry. We need these characters. It would be absolutely amazing to see a Nintendo vs. Capcom game be made. And especially since I feel like, now I know this is also going to be a little bit of shots fired, but I feel like this game would instantly be more recognized as a fighting game in the fighting game community. I know that Smash is already a huge debatable topic on whether it's a real fighting game or not. That's just going to be an argument that goes on forever, but seeing vs. Capcom bring Nintendo characters with them, with the rep that vs. Capcom already has with it, it would just be absolutely amazing. I mean, just think about it, really. It's like, Nintendo's definitely trying to get into the fighting game scene, with Nintendo finally supporting Super Smash Bros. Melee and Smash 4 as a fighting game. They're actually putting full support towards it. They've seen the potential, but I feel like Nintendo can do better. I feel like Nintendo already has 3 fighting games put in Evo. They got Smash 4, Melee, and Pokken Tournament, which I still wish had more of a better scene. Like, that game really needs some love. But I really feel like a game that would absolutely get so many people signed up is Nintendo vs. Capcom. And especially since Capcom themselves said that they would fully dev the game themselves. And they've devved Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. And they've developed Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Capcom can't go wrong with this. Nintendo and Bandai Namco did do their best with Pokken Tournament, but Bandai Namco made the Naruto fighting game. And I'm not saying it's necessarily bad, but you don't see it at Evo, do you? If Capcom really took the, no, not if Capcom, if Nintendo opened their eyes and let Capcom borrow their characters for a collaboration like this, I feel like it would sell millions within, I want to say within the first 5 months. Not even. I'll go the first month. If Nintendo vs. Capcom came out, I am actually willing to put money on it that it would sell 1 million copies within the first month. Quote me on that in case it ever happens. If it's just a really good fighting game. I'm sorry guys, but it's such a really good fighting game. Comebacks in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 are hype as hell. X Factor is such a unique thing in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I'm not saying that they should just straight up port it to Nintendo vs. Capcom, But there definitely should be something like this, some comeback factor to it. I really feel like that would absolutely be amazing. Like, maybe instead of when a character goes down, you can't use them as an assist in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You could use all 3 characters as playable fighters, but even when they're down, you can use them as assists, but they just can't fight. I feel like that would be something that would make Nintendo vs. Capcom unique. I don't know, I just really feel like it would be a really unique fighting game with a unique and all-star cast of characters. I know that Tatsunoko was called Ultimate All-Stars. No. Nintendo vs. Capcom would be the true Ultimate All-Star fighting game. I really put faith in that. And for those of you wondering who my team would be, if we're gonna go off of the 3-man system, I would have to say, hands down, lead with Phoenix Wright. My 2 other characters would be Roll from the Mega Man series and Fox McCloud. I just think those characters are absolutely just blow my mind. I would absolutely love it. Or, if not Fox McCloud, I would go a full Capcom team and go Roll, Phoenix Wright, and Amaterasu. I really like Okami. Shout out to my friend Sabrina. But I would really like to see this game happen. I really want to see this game happen. As in, if I get this game, I would probably produce content for months, years. Okay, maybe not years. Well, actually, yeah, years. I would actually play this game a lot, guys. I want it to happen. It's the one thing I want from Nintendo. I know I complain about Nintendo a lot, but I also am happy with Nintendo for a lot of things. Nintendo, if you are watching this video, go to Capcom, give them the rights to your characters, and tell them, let's make Nintendo vs. Capcom. In fact, everybody tweet hashtag Nintendo vs. Capcom to Nintendo of America. I know probably nobody's gonna do it, but everybody do it. We need this game, guys. It would be amazing, especially on the NX. Could you imagine it as, okay. As an NX launch title, that's a whole nother story. For now, I'm just gonna stick with the game wanting to exist. I want this game to exist. I want it to happen. I would do my best to get so far into the meta of this game. You have no idea. Anyways, anything after this is just gonna be rambling. Nintendo, get on it. Make this game unique. Have an awesome fighting game. You really can't go wrong with a versus Capcom game. You really can't. Tatsunoko versus Capcom didn't do that well, but it's gonna be great, trust me. Anyways, tell me what you guys' thoughts on Nintendo vs. Capcom are in the comments section below. I've already talked to this to a few people in the Discord a couple weeks ago, but of course not everybody is a part of the Discord, so I want to hear you guys' opinions on this. Maybe I'm completely crazy and nobody will agree with me. But anyways, opinions, comment section. If you guys like this video, please do click that like button. If you guys want to stay more updated with some Nintendo opinions, please do click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, Nerdieo is out.